Well, hello, my name is Paul Allen and I'm interviewing Pastor Christian Cart, who is also the chaplain at Bond University. Christian, what are your role boundaries as a chaplain at Bond University? Do you have any?
Yes, I do. Obviously, my role is pastoral care and spiritual support. If I do give counseling, it's very low level, basic counseling, like I'm stressed with my assignments, or my boyfriend broke up with me, and kind of talk through all that stuff.
So if it was greater than that,
Yeah.
you would refer them?
Yes.
And what are the protocols involved in referral?
Basically, my first port of call would be student support services, as they have clinical counselors there and medical doctors. So I say, look, you really need to see such and such. And what I usually do after I've seen the client, I usually ring up student support services and say, hey, this student has seen me about this matter. Are you familiar with the student and the situation? And what we do is we compare notes so that I can fill them in on stuff that they might not be aware of, and they fill me on stuff in that I might not be aware of. Not as a breach of confidentiality, because we work under the same umbrella of caring for the student, but just so that we're not left in the dark and that we can get a fuller picture of where to proceed from there.
Have you discovered your boundaries with regard to that, as in, oh, this is beyond me?
Oh, yeah.
Or were you told?
Oh no, I think I have a fairly good grasp when it deals, when you move into the realm of mental illness and...
Well, let's talk about mental illness. How would you know? How would you know if you're not
They,
your chaplain?
they usually stand out from the norm of people. That very erratic behavior, it goes beyond the usual blues and upset. That it doesn't go away, and it affects their life so that they can't cope.
So how would you refer in that case?
I just say, look, you really need to see someone who can help you. I usually ask, like, hey, have you seen anyone else besides me?
Okay.
So maybe they're already seeing someone. You don't want to double up.
What about a spiritual crisis?
For example.
Oh well, I'm not saved.
Yeah.
I've just sinned. I've just had sex with the girlfriend in the room next door.
Then
I got drunk.
Okay, well then I just talk them through it. You use a bit of Socratic method.
So you'd be happy. What about an emotional crisis?
Well, it depends how emotional. If it's just your normal, I'm upset because I failed, I'm fine with that. But if it's to the point of, self-harm and so on, then I usually refer them on to the counselors. And
what about domestic violence? A marriage?
Have never come across domestic violence yet. I mean, if I did, again,
you'd refer.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you give me an example of a situation at all that's turned violent and you were present? What would you have done there, say at university? Yeah.
I never came across a violent situation. I came across suicidal. I've come across hysterical, but not violent. So I haven't had any experience there. Sorry.
Okay. And do you ever debrief in any of these crises that you face?
As in debrief myself?
Well, what do you do? Maybe does it affect you?
Sometimes. I usually debrief with my senior pastor. That's on the spiritual level.
Yeah.
But from a university policy level, I debrief with the head counselor.
Yeah.
So just to make sure that everything has closure. And I don't take it home with me.
You're not a counsellor, but so therefore you're free to inform information to that counsellor regarding a person? Okay. So that would be an understanding of one of the protocols as a chaplain.
That is correct.
That you always refer.
Yes.
Beyond this. Chris, thank you for your time today. And that's Modulate, Client Issues and Referrals.